It's the first day of APF, the UK's largest forestry and timber event, and we've made our way to the easy Petrol Post Driver stand where I'm joined by Simon. Simon, how's APF going?
The APF's going very well. This is about the fifth or sixth time we've done the APF. It's a biannual show and it brings a lot of European business. We do a fair amount of business to business, but also it gives us the chance to demonstrate to end users and also dealers the Petrol Post Driver in its real life situation, which is driving posts of various sizes and materials into the ground.
So for people that don't know then, I mean, maybe it seems quite obvious, but what exactly is this? What does it do? What purpose does it serve?
This is a very interesting device because it actually creates a harmonic frequency in the post, which is then transferred to the ground, and then the ground becomes plastic and starts to move, and then the downward force allows the post into the ground. So it isn't a pure impact machine, it works on a very simple harmonic displacement system.
Okay. And you've brought several to APF, including this one here, the Classic 50, I believe, which is new. Tell me a bit about this.
Yeah. The basic machine started off with the 35cc Honda engine, which at that time was the only one available. Now, we have sold more than 10,000 of those machines, and it has been extremely popular. We're still actually servicing ones that we sold 11 years ago, and they're still working very well. Honda brought out the 50cc engine, so we trialled this with the machine and found that it gave us that extra bit of power. It sort of goes to 11, and we found that we could then have a range of machines, the 35, the Classic 35 and the Classic 50. Now this really is more suitable for people who are putting in the heavier section posts up to 4-inch, and it just gives you a little bit extra for the harder ground. It doesn't distract anything from the 35, which we still is the major seller.
But there was a bit of a gap in the market, I think you saw, which is why you introduced this.
Yes, we introduced this as a gap in the market because also the way that people are fencing is changing slightly. They're using the steel type of Clip-X fencing as well, and this just gives you an extra bit of power. There is a slight weight increase of 800 grams, but it's not really significant because it is a very lightweight machine anyway.
And so this is the first time you've shown it off, obviously, in the UK. I think it was at another event too this month, but what's the general reaction been like? How have people found the new machine?
The general reaction is that even when I explain that the 35 is more than adequate for what they want, quite often they opt to spend a little bit extra, and it's not a large amount of money, for the 50cc, just so that they have an extra bit in reserve.
So a bit more power base is what people would be going for this for?
Yes, they're going for a bit more power, and even in the sort of easier tasks, it does speed it up a little bit.
Okay, and so these have been in the UK for a while. Obviously you've been importing them and selling them for a while. How are things generally for it at the moment? How generally is the market and the demand for machines such as this one?
The demand is very, very steady. It increases every year, and also the number of applications increases, which surprises us. There's always a new application to knock something in the ground. The market is very good. We keep improving this machine. In fact, we now offer a 5-year commercial warranty. We had a 3-year commercial warranty, and we had no claims whatsoever on it, so we've upped that to 5 years. And all that we ask the customers to do is have it serviced a couple of times in that 5-year period by ourselves.
Which is a bit more peace of mind for customers, I suppose.
It is, and we also explain that we keep all the spares, that we are the distributors, and that if there's any problem at all, they can come to us and we actually answer the phone. We don't ask people to do anything online. It's good old-fashioned customer service.
And there are a few machines, maybe not quite exactly this, but they will do a similar job. But from your experience and from obviously selling them for a while, what do you think sets these ones apart from others that may be quite similar?
The thing that sets these apart is the actual quality of the engineering. It's a commercial grade machine. It will last, well, so far it's lasting more than 10 years. Also, the way it's designed is different to the competition. It's a more expensive machine to produce, But the main benefit is it's lightweight, and it's also the best machine on the market for actually knocking posts in the ground. It's also 4-stroke, it isn't 2-stroke. It's quiet, it's easy to start. It's got the Honda engine on it. And also it's got the backup of our sales spare parts. We subsidise the service, we collect the machines, service them, send them back. So it's a whole package really. People can buy one and be confident that we're going to be here in another 10 years.
Well, listen, who can argue with that? Simon, thanks very much for speaking to us about this. Great to see you, and hopefully the rest of the show goes well.
Great, thank you.